If there is one thing that I would invite you to do, it would be to take responsibility for your life in every possible way. And here's what I mean. I don't care. I care. But we have all been hurt on different levels by people who we loved, our friends, our families, our parents, our siblings, our co-workers. We've all been hurt. Our husbands, wives, we've all been hurt. But the issue is, who are you giving the responsibility of healing that hurt to? Do you really think that it is the responsibility of the person who hurt you to heal you? It is not. And I know that it's easy to blame the other person because they should not have done what they did to you. Granted, you would never do the thing that they did to you. Granted. And still here we sit. You've been hurt by someone else. Whose responsibility is it to heal from that? It is yours. And I know that sometimes it's easier to focus on the shoulda, woulda, couldas, but that still is not doing anything to help you heal. You have to be responsible for your own healing. So I took a 2-year personal development class with Dion LeVinzant, and it was one of the things that has transformed my life the most. And one of the things I learned in that class is that everything is a lesson that God would have you learn. That's one of the things that she would say over and over and over again. Everything is a lesson that God would have you learn. And that helped me to shift the blame and the responsibility to me, because I had to dig deep. I had to be curious about, okay, this happened. What is this here to teach me about me? Because everything happens in your life for you to be healed. Things don't happen in your life for you to continue to blame other people. Like that does not even make sense. It does not even make sense for you to think that when things happen in your life, the reason why they happen is for you to blame other people or to see the jacked up behavior of other people. That is not what is going on. That's not what is happening. Your responsibility I believe, your responsibility on this earth is to learn more about you, to heal the things that have happened in the past to you, and to use your gift to make this world a better place. Now, if you don't know what your gift is, you need to be spending some time figuring that out. And there's no way you can figure it out doing the same thing that you did yesterday and the day before that. You stuck. And I don't know of many ways that you are going to heal without some outside assistance. Because if you could have healed yourself, you would have done that already. We all need some assistance. And one of the ways it has worked for me is to go to therapy. And therapy gives you the tools to look at your own life, how you respond, the choices that you're making, the choices that you chose not to make. In every situation, are you listening to your gut, your insides, your intuition, or are you just going on automatic pilot? autopilot? Are you doing the same things you did yesterday? You making the same choices that you always made with your finances, with your relationships, with your jobs? Are you making the same choices? Your healing really is your responsibility. It's nobody else's. The people the people who hurt you are waiting for the people who hurt them to apologize. And the people who hurt them are waiting for the people who hurt them to apologize. And the people who you hurt are also waiting for you to apologize. Do you see? It's a waiting game. You are responsible for your life. And whether you move it forward, the speed at which you move it forward, or if you are just going to continue to complain. If you are just going to continue to look at the jacked up behavior of other people in lieu of your own jacked up behavior. And everything that has happened in your life, you have a responsibility to heal it, shift it, transform it, be curious about it, heal from, like all of that's your responsibility. Because everybody else is paying attention to their own life, not yours. So you may be thinking, Tawana, oh my gosh, what can I do? My best suggestion for you is to go to therapy. And it's just like finding a barber. It's just like finding someone that does your hair or your nails. Just because the first person you go to doesn't work, doesn't mean it doesn't work. Okay? So you got to have some tenacity. You got to ask people, where do you go? Who do you go? Do you like your therapist? Why do you like them? You got to ask some questions. If you by chance do not have the money to go to therapy, here's the other thing I need you to do. I need you to get you some kind of a guided improvement, some kind of self-knowing journal. It doesn't matter. And if you don't have the money for that, look it up on Google. Ask yourself some questions that are going to allow you to learn more about you. And here's the thing. You can listen to this and decide not to do any of it. But you need to realize that by not making a choice to take responsibility for healing your life and being responsible for your life is also you making a choice